You know that picture of a millionaire you have in your head? The one you see all over social media? Well, what if I told you it's probably all wrong? Today, we are diving deep into The Millionaire Next Door, a book that crunched decades of data to find out the surprising and honestly kind of hidden truth about real wealth. Stick around because I guarantee what we're about to cover will change the way you think about money.
Seriously, right now, close your eyes and picture a millionaire. What do you see? A flashy sports car? A sprawling mansion? Maybe some designer clothes? Okay, got that image? Hold on to it. Because we're about to put that popular idea right up against the cold, hard data of who the wealthy actually are.
It feels like every time you open your phone, you're just hit with it, right? This highlight reel of a super high consumption lifestyle. Luxury everything, private jets. This isn't just mindless entertainment. It's the definition of success that's being sold to us 24/7.
So this is the exact image the authors of The Millionaire Next Door wanted to put under a microscope. They didn't guess. They ignored all the stereotypes, and they went straight to the source, to the data on thousands of actual millionaires. And what they found? Oh man, it completely shatters that whole illusion.
And that brings us to the biggest myth of them all, the idea that millionaires look rich. The research in the book shows this isn't just a little bit off, it's fundamentally completely wrong. Let's dig into what's really going on.
Okay, so look at this. This is the core difference right here. On one side, you've got the myth, which says wealth is all about showing it. You know, spending money to signal your status. But the reality for most millionaires is the absolute opposite. It's all about accumulating wealth. Their main goal isn't to impress the neighbors. It's to build a rock-solid financial future. And they often do it by living surprisingly modestly.
This quote just nails it. True wealth isn't the fancy car sitting in the driveway, it's your net worth. It's what you own minus what you owe. It's the boring stuff, the assets quietly growing in your investment portfolio, not the flashy things you buy to make other people notice you.
All right, so if it's not about spending like crazy, it's got to be about having a huge income, right? I mean, you need that 6- or 7-figure salary to get rich. Well, that brings us to myth number 2, and guess what? It's just as misleading.
Just think about it, with these two profiles. First up, the high-income spender. Sure, they make a ton of money, but their lifestyle inflates right along with their paycheck, so they're left with very little actual wealth to show for it. Then you have the wealth accumulator. Their income might be more normal, but their savings rate is through the roof, which means their net worth is always growing. The lesson here is so simple, but it is so powerful. It is not what you earn, it is all about what you keep.
And this part is just fascinating. When the researchers actually looked at the jobs these millionaires had, it wasn't all doctors, lawyers, and tech CEOs. So many of them were owners of what you might call unglamorous but totally essential businesses. Think welding contractors, pest controllers, auctioneers. They just found a profitable niche and completely mastered it. So the crucial point is this: your profession doesn't predetermine your financial destiny, not at all. What truly matters are the habits, the discipline, the saving, the investing that you apply to whatever income you have.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit and talk about a more personal side of wealth, family. There's this popular idea that millionaires just hand everything to their kids on a silver platter, but the book shows that true wealth builders are actually incredibly careful about this.
The authors actually came up with a name for this phenomenon. They call it economic outpatient care, or EOC for short. It's basically when well-meaning parents give regular, substantial financial support to their adult kids. On the surface, it seems helpful, right? But the research shows it often does way more harm than good.
So why is this so dangerous? Well, because EOC creates this cycle of dependency. It discourages the very discipline and hard work that built the parents' wealth in the first place. It teaches kids how to consume, not how to produce. The real takeaway here is that the wealthiest, most successful families don't create entitlement, they cultivate financial responsibility.
Okay, so we've busted some huge myths. We know what millionaires aren't. So now let's finally put it all together. What is the actual formula? What's the secret sauce? The book boils it all down to a mindset that's surprisingly simple, and it's something anyone can actually do.
It all comes down to these 3 pillars. First, live frugally. That is the non-negotiable foundation. You have to consistently spend less than you earn. Simple as that. Second, be efficient. This means you are deliberately aiming your time, your energy, and your money directly at wealth-building activities. And third, make financial independence your ultimate goal. That means you're prioritizing the accumulation of assets, not the appearance of wealth. Look, if you take just one thing away from all this, let it be this. Becoming wealthy isn't about winning the lottery or getting some lucky break. It's the predictable outcome of years and years of deliberate choices, disciplined habits, and a relentless focus on the long game.
So this all leads to a final, really important question for you to think about. When you look at your own life, are your daily habits building a solid foundation of real wealth, or are they just funding the appearance of it? How you answer that? Well, it could change everything. Thanks for joining me.